I recently completed the Certified Prompt Design Professional certification. Yay! Now, what I can say is that most people struggle using AI because they do not know how to prompt appropriately. And I really saw this or learned this during my recent presentation for the continuing education AI course for real estate professionals. During the class, I went over prompting using my rapid method, making sure that you identify each component of the prompt so that you get the best output. And explaining that to my class, I really saw how they struggled with utilizing AI and getting the responses that they really wanted and needed. And some of them spoke about how they were going down rabbit holes, or they would just get asked questions back and forth over and over and over again. So, this is the analogy that I use. So, for anyone who is really struggling using AI, not getting their prompts correct, this is why it's so important that you provide as much detail as possible. So, this is my example. Say you go to a restaurant and you want to order a hamburger, and you just tell your waiter or waitress when they ask you what you want, you just say a hamburger. So, the waiter or waitress will proceed to ask you, do you want ketchup? Do you want mustard? Do you want cheese? Do you want pickles? Do you want mayonnaise? Do you want mushrooms? Do you want onions? Do you want them grilled or do you want them raw? Do you see where I'm going with this? They will proceed to ask you question after question after question after question after question, trying to understand what type of hamburger you want. Now compare the waiter or waitress asking you a million questions to this order. How can I help you? I'd like to order a hamburger that is medium well with ketchup, mustard, pickles, some mayonnaise. I would also like to add grilled onions, mushrooms, and pineapple on top. Now, can you see the difference with those two orders? On one hand, the waiter or waitress had to ask you all the questions to make sure they understood what it is you wanted. And on the other hand, you were able to explicitly tell the waiter or waitress everything that you wanted on the hamburger. So they didn't have to ask you any questions about the burger. Now they're just going to ask you whether you want a drink or some french fries, right? So use that example when you are talking to AI. The more explicit and specific and refined your prompt is, the better your output is going to be. So in that first example, if you didn't answer any of the questions, then the waiter or waitress is going to bring you back the hamburger that the chef wanted to cook. Versus if you gave them all of the instructions as in that refined prompt in the hamburger that you told them exactly what you want, the output is going to be different. So use that analogy going forward. When you want the best answer from your AI system, especially if you're not utilizing skills or specialized GPTs, you need to give the AI very specific instructions in order to get back the best answers possible. Now, I hope that was helpful. Make sure you follow this page if you want to learn more about using AI, especially if you're in business or even if you're a beginner. And if you don't know what tools to use, you're confused about where to start, make sure you take the right tool right now quiz. The link is in my bio.